Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is rule number 2 of my handbook for success. To numb yourself to the despair that ensues in the face of your shortcomings and failures and life's inevitable disappointments and grievances. Lose yourself in the service of other people. If rule number 2 sounds familiar, it's because a very similar quote is attributed to Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." And in all likelihood, the phraseology for my rule is most likely inspired by Gandhi's quote subconsciously, but not the concept itself. The concept I took from the Catholics. Let me explain. The Catholics have had this tradition that is, it's associated with their nunneries. They used to have these charity hospitals run by nuns, and it was a common motif that when a woman became widowed in their community, she would move into a nunnery and spend the rest of her days in service, attending to the sick and the poor. The best example that I can locate in my reading inventory is found in The World is Made of Glass, which is a novel by the late Australian novelist Morris West. There's also a famous story about the source of which I unfortunately cannot trace at present. Nonetheless, this story is of a Danish queen who, as I remember, lived in the late Middle Ages or so. And it's said that at the end of her life, she gave up her throne and moved into a convent. Perhaps an even better but less internationally well-known example is that of Zainab bint Jahesh radhiyallahu anhu, who was one of the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, Zainab radhiyallahu anhu lived as a widow for 9 years, and she acquired the reputation of being a skilled leather worker. And it is said that she spent her days making leather goods, which she would later sell, and the profits from her sale she would donate to charity. And that, brothers and sisters, is how you numb yourself to your grief with dignity. That is rule number 2. Find someone who's in even more despair than you are and commit yourself to service, the service of other people.